And we're back. Hey everybody, it is Saturday night. It is Atop the Fourth Wall plays Pokémon Red randomized Nuzlocke. We are continuing on the totally awesome extreme stream as we have done the last few days. Joining me this evening are people who will introduce themselves now.
Not it.
Alright, fine. Howdy, y'all. I'm your game show reviewer, reviewing the game show greats and the occasional dud, and welcome everyone to the totally awesome Extreme Stream.
I don't know how I'm going to follow that up, but hey, I'm
With
Crimson.
hi.
I do a show called Superhero Rundown, and I talk about why everybody thinks they know everything, but they don't, because they don't understand a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. Hi.
See? That wasn't that hard.
Yeah, it was.
And Greg is technically here. He's muted right now because Zen was supposed to be in, but she is having difficulty with her microphone. So maybe if Zen continues to have difficulties, maybe Greg will be joining us.
It's true.
Noel even volunteered to join. Everybody wants to come in on the regular stream night. If we only get like 2 or 3 people at a time, when we were doing the daily streams, why do people all have to insist on having lives?
Okay, but here's the thing. I literally work when you were streaming. So
Exactly. Why do people
the
insist
only
on doing
day.
these things that like help yourselves, but inconvenience me?
I don't know. Man, what to quote us up to Bree, what a dumbass I am.
Anyway, so as you can tell, from the Meet the Team segment, I have evolved Linkara into his final form. Just happened at level 30. I tried to Google. Now Skitch is joining too.
Hey, you said there's 6 spots in here, so...
Yeah, we were just gonna mute the other 2 people.
Sorry, I'll mute myself.
No, you're fine
Until Zen gets in here, you can totally do it.
You know what? Greg,
we
unmute
really
yourself too.
should've told
J1P2K, read this comment.
Yeah.
I am reading it, and I am adding it to the total. So here's where we're at so far with the totals. As you know, YouTube takes a cut of everything. So even though we're probably going to reach 8,400 tonight, even if we don't, it's not actually going to be 8,400. YouTube's taking a significant cut because of course they do.
Yep.
The problem is, for some bizarre reason, Thursday's Super Chats are not reading as being, in there. It said earlier it was still
weird.
processing, but now it's got Friday's totals up. So I'm not sure what the hell is going on with Thursday. I'm probably going to send an email asking what the hell, because right now it only reads $82 was earned through Super Chats, and I'm pretty sure they're not taking 90% of everything earned. Mika Keki, it's 4 a.m. here, gotta go to bed, have a nice stream. Thank you. So I'm gonna, poke them forever. Zen was pretty sure when she was here earlier that that it was probably just a matter of, it takes a few days for it to fully, process properly and get through. And yet the other 2 days were fine, so I don't know what's going on. But I do know that, I'm not gonna let YouTube just take all the damn money for themselves.
We're gonna get it back, okay? I'll get the van ready. We're just gonna go in there and get it,
In 2020,
also,
a team of internet reviewers basically went rogue for a crime that, well, they probably did commit.
Arcaleon 2019. Yes, you did spell that correctly. You did not spell scunch, so Is scunch dead, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Here's what's been going on in the meantime while I have been, in between last night and today. I did a bunch of grinding. I did a bunch of side stuff. Basically, I've gone through everywhere I can possibly go without taking on any of the boss people. I've caught a few Pokemon, as per Nuzlocke rules, which the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name them, because I want the chat to help name these Pokemon. And we'll go through that real quick. Nebula Brightpunk, so I get started on my very first digital fan art, as well as my most detailed and complicated art I've ever done, and you just had to evolve Linkario. I'm so sorry. But, it's fighting steel. It's more convenient. It's better that way. Anyway, on that note, we should get things started, because we got a lot to do tonight. Oh, Plot Point Media, have you tried Streamlabs? I'll let you keep more of the cash. Yes, the problem is... Streamlabs wants a lot of permissions that I am afraid to give them on YouTube. We were more willing to do it if we were going to be able to do it on Twitch, because I can always just start up a new Twitch account, you know, with as little as there is on my Twitch currently. But with YouTube, they want permission to like be able to you know, edit and delete videos and stuff like that. I'm just like, no, I'm sure it's fine, but I'd rather not risk it. And the other problem with Twitch is I need to be a partner with Twitch before I can receive any money through Twitch. So there we go. SKHS Video Productions said he donated $100 via Patreon. Yep, people donated via Patreon, so that helps significantly.
NASCAR Cat Car was the one. Yeah.
All right, so
Said he donated 100. Yeah.
The legacy of Scunch continues.
all right, so
Well, you're here.
I caught us a bunch of Pokemon, including an LGM in the Pokemon Mansion, a frickin' Xerneas. I'm still impressed that I managed to do this with a Great Ball.
You caught a Xerneas with a Great Ball? What
Yep,
the
in
hell?
the water to the right of Cinnabar Island, a level 5 one at that. Bernie Byrne, hey Lewis, greetings from New Jersey. Also, hello game show reviewer and crew.
Howdy.
Hello, it's me.
I caught a Tauros in the grass just south of Pallet Town, and Spinda on the other side of Seafoam Islands.
Jeez.
And other Pokemon either self-destructed, roared, or
Oh,
died.
geez.
There was a Houndoom just north of Cinnabar Island, and that one roared or it got us away, so that one was out. All right, so we gotta name these guys with your help. Let's start. Of course, we'll just go down the list
Like,
with the LGM. That is a decent nickname. It's not even a nickname, Mr. Name Raider. All right, so what are we gonna name this LGM? LGM
Greg's
is
recommending
it's short for
Bilkins.
Little Green Men. Bilkins.
Scunch 2.
Skunk 2.
Scunch Sue.
Sir Straw Hat, I have
Roswell,
not
LG.
gone into Seafoam Islands itself. Peridot, I'm okay with Peridot. Potato Head,
LJN.
LJN, Skunk 2,
yeah.
LGBT, Bug-Eyed Mon, Molder. I'm okay with Molder. Let's do Molder.
I actually
Molder's
like
good, yeah.
Molder.
Mulder, yeah.
MRDZ Entertainment, time to watch GSR and Skitch, Brittle massacre a couple of few teams of our Pokemans. All while, I'll amend that to Crimson, looks on horrified.
Haha.
Nice,
I
nice,
don't
nice.
I don't look on anything, honestly.
Ooh,
Kevin plans to-
LGBT actually would have been really good too.
I'm just gonna
If it helps, I've given $35 total on Thursday, 104 total over these few days, not counting this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, that's the thing. I know it gave more than $82 total on Thursday, so I don't know what the hell is up with YouTube. So, Xerneas, what are we going to name our legendary deer?
Curse you, YouTube!
Yeah,
No,
that's accurate.
that's not a good name. That's not a good name. What I'm thinking here.
Yeah, where's Saitama?
Bamba? Saitama's just in the box. Don't worry. No one's died.
Oh, okay.
It helps you
Bambi.
over-level
I love
everybody.
how they all want to name the legendary Bambi.
Okay, I will cave to pressure this time, and it will be named Bambi.
Although I do like Dear God, that's great.
I kind of like Comet,
Greg's
actually.
like Bilkins, I will not drop this.
Bambi's dad. All right, Tauros. What should we
I like
name
how-
this Tauros?
I like how Greg's just blaming me for everything here.
I mean, is it your fault?
We could name this one Skitch's fault. That'd be it wouldn't fit there.
It wouldn't fit, but yeah. Ash,
Skitch,
M. Bison,
Toro.
M. Bison, Toro, Bully, Benny, Oyster, El Toro,
Brain.
El Toro, I like that.
El Toro. Actually, do we want to glorify bullfighting? Because that's a terrible practice. Torozord, Bulldozer. I like Bulldozer.
Bulldozer, yes, that's
Yeah, that's
good.
pretty good.
Bull Torzer. Yeah.
I'm sorry about your penis. Sorry. Whenever there's a large, like a large engine that just like happens right outside of our apartment window, and it's like pretty obvious that the person is like pushing on the gas, I just say sorry about your penis. It's literally all I say, because it sounds like they have an inferiority complex of some kind.
I have a coworker who kind of operates under the same principle. Like someone passes by on a motorcycle revving, and I was like, man, that guy must be loaded. You know, wow, it's so impressive. It's like
All right,
the most.
Spinda. Dreidel wouldn't be bad. Spiromania.
Winda would be a Spinda
Lynx.
Winda.
Spin to
I
Winda.
like Spiromania.
Tita Dance. Spinfu. Uzumaki is the popular one. Drunkard. Chumley. Link Sano.
Link say no.
Crimson.
We got a super chat from
Spinamania.
Patrick
Record
Caulfield,
for
by the
you,
way.
spin me right round.
Patrick
What's the
Caulfield,
name of
super-
what's the name of the band that does us? You spin me right round.
Oh God.
I have
Dead
no
or
idea.
Alive.
Dead or Alive. We could
Yeah.
try to name it Dead or Alive.
Okay,
Would
Patrick
that
Caul-
be Dead O Alive, maybe? I don't know if it'll fit.
There's a super chat I'm trying to read off here real quick here. From
Sorry.
Patrick Caulfield. I know you don't like its design, but I'm glad you're using my favorite Pokemon. Can't help if Lucario is basically an anime protagonist, and its ability makes it stronger the more it's hurt. Anime as heck. So.
Dead or Alive.
There you go.
Oh,
you
good.
got it.
There
It
you go.
fit.
You did it. Yeah. Congratulations.
All right, let's put them back in the box and go get the rest of our friends so we can try to power through as much as we can. No guarantees we'll finish the stream tonight, but we will try to get through it as quickly as possible.
Like someone that could flow right. It's like, no.
What you gonna do when Spiromania runs wild on you?
Brother!
Brother!
Yeah. Okay, we got a super chat coming in from Antonio Martinez.
This is weird. For the first time, putting Pokemon in the box. That's not tragic.
I know.
That's weird. By the way, how you
Antonio
doing,
Martinez.
Skitch? I haven't talked to you since we did that one shot for Dice Funk.
I've been doing okay. 1 second, I got a super chat from Antonio. I am an anime protagonist!
There we go.
It was all caps, so I had to read it like that.
No, it's fair. It's definitely how that works.
And yeah, it's okay if people like Lucario's Lucario and everything. I just personally don't like the design, but that's just me. All right, so I got everyone up to level 42 or 43. Saitama is still, of course, in the lead at 52. We
I'm
got our
trying to make
surfing,
up for
flying T-Rex.
By the way, whoever made that fan art, that was glorious.
Yeah, that was great.
Oh yeah, I faced the. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I have faced the fighting dojo. I did not pick out a Pokemon yet, so I guess we gotta go grab that real quick. Xander Productions, here's $100 sent to Patreon. Almost there.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Andrew.
Well, thank you so much. I'm assuming you set like 96. I've closed my email notifications right now.
Okay, I gotta read this one. Cooper Ross, seriously, Crimson is very charming, but I feel weird watching a stream which is hosting someone who thinks Jedi are Nazis. They are, though.
Pretty sure the Empire are the Nazis.
No. Think about it, though. Jedi train child soldiers. That's not okay.
I mean, that's not okay, but that doesn't mess. SK Field Productions,
Okay.
Crimson, apparently Seattle Kraken fans want to be known as, quote, crackhead. I think they should be called Tentacool-Doos. Also, less than 60 to go. Edward Scales, can you do some pinhead quotes as Atkins? Let's see, let me try to think of some good ones that I haven't, like, we have such sights before you!
No, not at all.
I
The
got-
Jedi
by the
were
way-
only following orders. It's true.
Listen, I got some extra voice modulator stuff over here, Jess. I think you'll appreciate this one. This is the voice of Jesus from what was
Real
it? What was it?
Real genius.
Yeah,
Hey everyone, I'm just here to say, listen, you kids, just don't like things that are bad, okay?
Can you
Don't-
give her to me so I can...
Just don't, okay? Don't hurt me like that.
Nebula Brightpunk, from Crimson's point of view, the Jedi are all evil.
I mean, it's true. They trained child soldiers, and then they brought them into war. I mean, I'm just saying they're kind of the worst.
All right, what do we got for the choice? We got.
Besides,
Okay, it still
besides
says Hitmonlee. Well, apparently we can walk through them.
oh, we got one from Neon Black. Just go trans rights.
Trans rights.
Trans rights, just trans
My
rights.
wife is very happy about that. Ooh, 200 Canadian.
Yo!
All right,
It's 150, I believe.
Let me get the reverb out for this one. It's in all caps.
Fair enough.
All right, everybody, we can do it. We can
What
go
the hell?
home now.
Why can I walk through walls?
Which is not true.
I think something glitched.
Why? Why it makes you? Oh my god!
Oh, also, Kim
Uh-oh.
Buckley, $5. Just want to say thanks to all for all the entertaining streams. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Another battle theme starts up. I'm gonna see if I can walk outside.
And we got a super chat from Smiley Reacts. By the way, Lewis, do you know the day 2 stream only seems to be 2 hours not long, not the 8 hours?
Yeah, some people that happened to me too, but other people have been able to watch it just fine on mobile. So yeah, something seems to be wrong there. I think we can't get Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Someone did warn me that might happen. Like it broke like something happened that broke the game.
Philip Miller,
Oh,
super
wow.
chat. Atkins, I am the way, dumb character for a dumb line. And then
I am the way.
and then we got SKHS Video Production, extreme stream, excellent. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that. Guess we can't get Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan.
Well, I was gonna say, isn't it like basically canonical that in A New Hope, like the Empire is just America,
Basically.
and the rebels are Vietnam? I think it basically was it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, someone warned about this. Something about Visual Boy Advance does not like the Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan in Red version. They said the same thing happened to them when that tried to happen. I figured it might have been an isolated incident, but yeah, apparently we can't get them.
Oh, let's see here. I got one for this.
Oh no, it's the never should. I thought it was gone.
Also, we technically have made our goal.
Oh, Himi Nakamura. Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, like I
Yay.
said, it's going to YouTube takes a cut of everything, so we're so it's not technically we haven't technically made the goal, but every little bit helps.
Ooh, a question for me. The smartest moron. Looking to upgrade microphone. I currently use a blue snowball for the past 6 years. I'm wondering if there are better options to save for. I will get you to that because it will take me a while to answer that question. So Neon to Black, what's your favorite?
Honey,
what is
do
your favorite?
Use? You use an X2200, right?
Mm,
For your microphone?
who's that?
Oh,
to?
an AT2020. That's what she uses.
Yeah, AT2020 is pretty typical.
Oh, you ran a lot of super chats all of a sudden.
Yeah, there's a lot of super chats. I'm gonna get the super chats first. Neon to Black. Who's your favorite hero turned villain in comic books?
I don't really know if I have one. I tend to not like them. Maybe Jason Todd. Well, as a villain turned hero, I don't like turning him back into a hero.
Edward Scales has. Did you get Lapras?
No, we have not yet because I haven't fought the rival yet.
And then Ted Noob. Anyone out there familiar with the Dark Horse comic adaptations of the Thrawn trilogy? Are they as good as the books?
I've heard of them. I haven't
the
read
Thrawn
them yet,
trilogy, really.
and I'd like to at some point maybe do a review of them.
And then Hawkeye Fan 91. How do you pick out comics to review for the year? Do you put them on a wall and throw darts at them like in the Wizard movie?
No, I have binders full of them, just like binders full of comics that on like inside of plastic sheets, and then I go through them like every few months, just like, okay, this might be good. This will be good for a review. This will be good for a review. As what happened. By the way, we are not reviewing this on Monday. Dinosaur Rex. I read through it. I wanted something fun to do, and this is not really fun. This, on the other hand, is fun. We're doing this Animax.
By the way, folks, don't believe him. I've seen the dartboard.
So,
No, you haven't. I
so
keep that
what-
hidden.
So to
Been here
answer the
for a
smartest
while.
moron's question, okay. So the question of like getting
Oh,
a
we
new
got one
microphone.
more, hun.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, Hannah Comic Geek, I know I'm late, but yes, Love Hog, give into your hate for character assassination.
Give into your hate for character assassination. Yeah.
Tim Whitfield, ever seen Mr. Peabody and Sherman on Coraline?
I've seen Coraline. Coraline's very good.
So,
And I'm sorry if you hear a growly cat in the background. Hime is not allowed to have Echo's diet food because he's on a strict veterinarian diet. So if she's growling, it's because I'm keeping her in my lap while he's finishing his food.
So to roll back to the earlier question, just to be quick, this is for everyone out there. So when people talk about upgrading their microphones, a lot of the times the problem might be better solved around the microphone than on the microphone itself, because you can find a lot of people who have done videos using like the blue snowball. I can think of a lot of videos with Clint Basinger, Lazy Game Reviews, where he's using a blue snowball and it sounds amazing. And there's a lot of things you can do to make it sound better in terms of mounting, treatment of the room, treatment around the microphone. And simply just getting a better microphone may not actually fix the underlying problems there. So that's just something to be cognizant of. We got a super chat here from Zero Armor. Speaking of Jason Todd. Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking of Jason Todd, the new DC animated movie Death in the Family will be interactive. Does Jason die? You decide.
Yeah,
That's
it's
weird.
kind of a weird idea because it looks like as a result of the choose your own adventure format with that, they basically are incorporating a lot of like under the red hood stuff with it.
Yeah.
Holy crap, Halden Lindstrom, binders full of comics. Yeah, I knew someone would make that joke. Linkara, did you ever read Raya and the Future Force and you have an opinion? I have not, sorry.
Yeah.
LGR, someone's referencing LGR. Yes, LGR is a good channel. Lazy King
Yeah.
reviews.
And again, there's videos he's done in the earlier days where he was using like a blue snowball, and it was great. Someone adding an extra question: are pop filters necessary for microphones? Not necessarily. Depends on what you're doing. I'm using one because I'm speaking directly into the microphone. But if you position your microphone so it's off axis and you're speaking across it, like if you're speaking perpendicular to the microphone more so, you don't need a pop filter per se.
Yeah,
Also,
I don't have one for my microphone, for instance, and I'm like 2 feet away from the microphone right now as I'm speaking to it.
Yeah, you don't need I'm within an inch of my microphone right now, so having the pop filter is very important.
I mean, like, I literally use an Ars Technica to record my voiceover, but I don't have a pop filter on it.
Yeah, you don't need it. It just helps you be able to be closer and to minimize plosives. But yeah, you can also just speak indirectly and still get a decent sound. But things like, for example, having a box that your microphone sits in front of that has a bunch of foam padding to capture early reflections, that would help improve the sound quality of a recording really easily. And it's just really fascinating. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that can really help out with an audio performance. Like my case, I'm using really expensive equipment relative to most people, but it's not necessary to get a good sound on a recording.
Right.
All right, we've defeated taxes.
Woo!
This time it's technically accurate. All right, let's get the Lapras and see what we're gonna get instead. Plot Point Media, Harvest New 52 Teen Titans. I am the protagonist.
Ime, enough.
Yeah. So,
we got a Marsh Tomp. What are we gonna name this? A Marsh Tomp.
This week will be fun for comics. Number 1 for My Little Pony Transformers and Horizon Zero Dawn. Also, after the 1-year limit, will you review My Little Pony / Transformers on sheer WTF?
Possibly, but I'm probably gonna wait for someone just to patron it. Venus de Milo, Marshall, Boggart, Swamped, Mudman, Bog,
What are
Swamp
we doing
Thing,
again?
Marsh Tomp.
Oh, okay.
JV Rose, just celebrating that you defeated taxes. Thank you.
So, yeah, with respect to taxes, we could say the taxes have been
Shrek. Swamp Thing, Marshwater, Swamp Thing, Stomp Thing. Okay, I like Stomp Thing.
Good, yeah.
Everyone saying nice things to Hime Kitty. Meow, 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 meow.
Aw.
Yeah, she's
Meow.
very upset because she's not allowed to have his food. He's on a urinary calm diet thing right now because he's been stressed out, which is part of the reason why we're moving, because we just need to get away from the other 2 cats that are in this apartment, honestly.
Yep.
But she's really upset because she smells it and she thinks it smells good, but we're not allowed to give it to her.
Shiny Garros 65. So I was gone for a day. What I missed? Anyone die? Was Rex Retaxa sacrificed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a Lucario named Linkario. Clever. Also, is Commander Ninja 2 genders at once?
No, it's just that Game Show Reviewer grabbed the PNG file that had both genders on it.
Sorry.
And we didn't. And I don't think we knew what one was on. Which one was what they were going to use as the base sprite.
I put all the work into this, and I totally forgot to account for one little detail. What a dumbass.
I'm not complaining. I was just explaining why we got 2.
Your failure will be permanent. It will be a permanent stain on your life from this day forward.
Geez,
Yeah,
where did
you
that
would
voice
think
come from?
I don't know. I mean, the voices in my head, they sometimes say stuff.
I'm waiting for the one from Grinning Chompy here.
Yep. There you go.
Okay, fellow super chatters, let's give Lewis a show. Okay, let's get this one out here. It is good day to be not dead.
It is good day to be not dead.
I'm so happy I'm out from underneath the mountain of paperwork I was in all week. Yeah, I tried to join. Oh, so yesterday I tried to join the stream, right? So for some reason, my headphones at work will not let me, even though they have a mic attached to them, will not let me use them on Discord for some reason. It's really dumb.
Discord sometimes just hates certain microphones.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah,
hate the
I
super
know
chat from
Discord hates
Kyoji
it.
Kashu, though, which is GSR.
Hey, I think Zen finally joined.
Yay!
GSR, take care of this one from Kyoshi Kashu.
Yep, and it is, he came in with a she. One little mistake.
Nebula Brightpunk, headcanon. Our Jellicent is non-binary. Same. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Sure.
Steven Broca, boop boop.
Okay, well, let me get that one.
So, what did I miss?
Was that
we
you in
tried
now?
to get,
Yeah, I'm in.
Welcome aboard.
Yay!
yeah, we tried to get, what was it?
Try to get
Try
one.
Well, we're trying to get the fighting one. What was it?
And it broke the game.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Oh,
couldn't get
Hitmonchan or
Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee.
For some reason, it glitches the game out.
Yeah, so, Skype is the devil. It reduced my microphone to the minimum.
Lowest
Skype is
bit rate.
stupid.
Nice.
Essentially, when I set up for Skype, thinking, it'd be a normal stream, because we usually use Skype for normal streams, I had everything set up with my thing, and all of a sudden, Banana wasn't working, and my microphone was, like, super, super soft. I had no idea what was going on.
Yep. So we got 2 super chats here. Scooney for $5. Hey, Linkara, congrats on reaching your goal. I started a red Nuzlocke myself and already lost most of my starting team.
Yeah, that sucks.
Oh.
This Nuzlocke has been brutal, and I'm not surprised with the addition of types and a bunch of other stuff.
Legendaries.
Mysterio 001. People always question a 10-year-old defeating Team Rocket, but Gary/Tax is busted through Rocket's base as a casual diversion, thinking you'd be there. and then Demi Fiend of Time. Isn't defeating Tax's tax evasion? No. No.
It's
No. First and foremost, Lewis isn't Yoshi, okay? He's not committing tax evasion here.
What? No.
Yeah. No. But yeah.
Necrom looks weird.
Ooh, low kick. How much damage? Okay, we're still good.
Zekrom is just trying too hard.
No, but it is taxing.
acting.
I hate all of you.
What?
Taxing, you say?
Haha.
That's why I say to that. I'm here for my daily, just like weird voice modulator, fishing for super chats and shenanigans. How does Dunsparce punch? Easily.
Basically, just throws an entire body at them.
More like
Aerial aces
tacky.
can hurt.
Reminds me of the time the Joker said, "I'm crazy. I fight Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you." Good.
I'm not that crazy.
Good reference, Laser Train.
Kitty, what are you doing on the back of my car?
Why is friggin' Snubble's damn sprite so damn sassy?
It's just
Dancer Productions made a really good point about that.
Swablu, yeah, Swablu.
Maximum sass.
No. As we established,
Arrgh, I lost again.
Vampiric Dark Dragon notes, isn't throwing your entire body to the opponent just tackle? No, that's because tackle is self-destruct now, so it can't be tackle.
Oh my god.
Thank you for saving Sylph. Great, I don't want money. Smiley Max, I love how Saitama has carried the entire stream this entire time.
Good. Like, Saitama is MVP, easily.
There was a point
Saitama,
when
Bestmon.
Yeah.
We got the Master Ball now.
Because Saitama
That's
was
it.
like the only one alive there.
Holy crap! Plot Point Media, Linksanio, my science is full of sass! And Captain Avenger 1983 with 100. Hey, Lewis, this is Amazon Prime with your order of $100 in a box. Where do you want me to place your order? Anywhere is fine.
On the internet.
We got the prototype Master Ball. There's only one of these, so make sure you use it on like a Fearow or something.
Let's use it on Pidgey. Okay, come on.
I mean, that's the official strategy guide for Pokemon's like there's only one Master Ball, so make sure you use it on something rare like a Fearow or something else. I can't remember what else they listed.
Ooh, okay. So Kevin,
How rare.
Plasnis. I can't pronounce that last name. Sorry. Plasnis. Plancini. Plancini's. Okay. If you're familiar with it, what was your opinion on the old, only technically defunct MMO City of Heroes? It also had a complete tie-in comic.
I played it for quite a while and enjoyed playing it. I know it had a tie-in comic. I tried to read it once, and I was so utterly lost. I didn't really follow a lot of the inner lore of City of Heroes. I just tried to play it as my own superhero, doing superhero things.
We also got a Giovanni voice request from Giant Eyewarp, from Great Eyewarp. Giant
What
Eyewarp.
exactly does this Pokemon do?
I wonder. Pokemon
Is
A couple, actually, Great Eyewarp also said, I'm very surprised that Suede hasn't been on these streams. Doesn't Suede live on the other side of the world?
Sway lives in New Zealand,
He-
so it's
he
harder
lives in New
to
Zealand.
account for timing because, like, yeah, it's weird because it might be the middle of the night for him. Anyway, we need to take on Sabrina now.
I think it's
Well, it's not
early.
like it's the middle. It's not
Yeah.
like it's the
Isn't it-
middle of the day for us, you know.
Yeah. I have a friend in
Yeah.
Australia that I play Final Fantasy XIV with, and usually about this time of night is when it's like morning for them or so.
Actually, according to this, it is currently Sunday, August 2nd at 1:34 p.m.
Yeah,
New
so it's
Zealand?
8 hours. So
It's almost, it's more than 12 hours. It's like 15 hours ahead of us.
right.
So,
If you calculate
International
just
dateline.
great.
The
yeah.
Lamb.
Yeah.
Great gigawatts. We made it past 8,400.
Da, 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 da.
I just
yeah, I
hear the
used
Final
to-
Fantasy level up noise when that happens.
I used to do a few like different like projects where me and Suede would play Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11 with our friend Kaylin, and the time difference was always like right at like 3 a.m. or something like that. It was always weird.
Chili
I
UK,
see.
Final Fantasy 14 hype.
Mm-hmm. I'm currently logged in right now, working on some glamours for my character, my Omni 80 character. Ugh.
It's been a while since I've played, but then again, right now I'm in order to relax today, I've been playing Bully, so I'm back in the 90s.
Yeah. The one
Sorry,
note about 14.
I want you to listen to that phrase. I've been trying to relax, so I'm playing Bully.
Nice. Well, yeah. The
Bully is a good game.
It is.
a very good game.
Oh, I'm not questioning the game.
But-
I'm not
but it's just
questioning
that-
the character or anything.
Nightwing
It's just
GL.
a phrase.
Nightwing GL,
When I
over
need to
8,400. How much of that is YouTube taking? Quite a lot. If based off of the estimated total, I'd say we're actually about 5,000 to me, which is not bad. The thing is, like I've been explaining this entire time, if they can at least reduce it to a more manageable level that I can pay, that's fine. I can't pay 8,000. 3,000, it's a lot, but I can pay that. I can handle that. 8,000 is too much. Now, if only YouTube would get around to explaining what the hell is going on with Thursday, because I didn't make just 82.
Yeah.
The
Philip Miller,
Phil-
does the Atop Fourth Wall fandom have a name? This has actually been a contentious topic before. I still want the name Fourthers. Others have suggested Bricks or Wallers. I like
Wallers sounds a
Fourthers
little-
myself. Makes me think of Dwarfers from Red Dwarf.
But as a small side note about 14, it's of interest. It's the fact that with the next patch coming out a week from Tuesday, they're expanding the free trial to be valid from level 1 all through 60, so it includes all of Heaven's Word. So basically about half of the game's story is now free trial window.
Yeah, it is a very good game. Like, this is a game that you could get lost in and play for days. I love Final Fantasy XIV.
People are throwing out a lot of names for thing. Brickers, wrecking balls, matchsticks, brick brains.
Brick brains.
Nerds.
Look at the brain on brick here.
Toppers.
What about Slifer Slackers?
The Foundation was a good one. Plotpoint Media, burners or matchsticks?
Burners actually is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I would prefer a term that's not widely used already for other things, because a burner account is a term. Boyo livers.
Yeah.
Dorks. Nightwing GL has the perfect one. Dorks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Topper just sounds dirty from Gray.
Standard Productions, how about fourth wall crawlers?
No.
So again,
What about
dorks.
wall crawlers.
Wall crawlers?
How about Linkarios?
Linkara.
I
SK
hate
Video Productions,
you.
give us links and we all wear green. Excuse me, I
that
think
would
you
be a
mean
bird for
canils. Linkukus. Lily Lamp, fourth wall watchers. Cameron Tive, The Dark YouTube Strikes Again by Frank Miller. Not pretty, yeah.
Everyone's
Pretty.
saying dorks.
I think we've officially decided on dorks.
Hooray for dorks!
Dorks.
Hi.
Woo!
So let me get the
Hi,
VHS voice
all
on.
of us.
Congratulations on picking up this informational video cassette informing you of your new role as Dorks. As part of the Dorks, you will be responsible for knowing every excruciating detail of every episode of Atop the Fourth Wall, even the details that were unintentional. And it's your job to continuously bring these points up every time they're relevant. Or not relevant. Who am I to control you?
Dorkaras.
I just watched a minute-long video of somebody just unwrapping a cheeseburger on an umbrella, and I am so confused.
So I put my brother on the chat here.
I just named your fans.
Yep. I didn't want to say it was you, but okay.
You're welcome.
How well can you hear this? Like I'm putting it right up to the microphone.
I can
Okay.
hear that.
Yeah, I can hear
Is
it.
that, is that
I can
Grandma
hear it.
here?
Yeah, that's Graham.
Hi there.
Hi, Graham.
Hi,
Hi.
Graham.
Hey, Graham.
I'm very happy that I could name your fans, Lewis. I really am.
Well, we already
Uh,
were dorks, but now it's official.
Anyway, I need to get back to playing the game, Graham, so I will talk to you later.
Yep, no problem. Just wanted to say thank you all for accepting the fan title. So,
We thank you. We thank you very much.
you're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So we got Lily Lamp, Fourth Wall Watchers,
Brother
Cameron
is so
Tive,
weird.
The Dark YouTube Strikes Again by Frank
I
Miller.
already got that one.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
Make sure.
Another Lillian Lamp in Kevin's voice. Dorks. Let's see here. Alex Servinsky. That is not me breaking out the mic reverb. That is Skitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
And
Skitch is master of the mic.
Great Eye Warp. Remember when Jack Thompson tried to get the ESRB to increase Bully's rating? He said he was like, it has same-sex dating, and ESRB was just like, so?
So
Yeah, like
Wait, hang on.
that's-
Let me
that's a
ask
good
my
thing.
wife how they feel. Oh, how she feels about that.
Patrick Caulfield has one. Yep.
Go ahead,
Was
take it.
Projects,
watching
Thompson,
baddest
and the
moments and
Bully-
kind moments of Doctor Who.
ESRB.
Do y'all have any favorite baddest moments of the Doctor? Me personally, 11 let someone go first, and 10 saying "Look me up," and 12 war speech. In terms of, like favorite baddest moments of the
11?
Doctor.
11, I will say my favorite moment of the 11 is the Pandorica speech. And yeah, 12's is the war speech. But there's not that much to choose
I
from.
actually,
one last. Might hurt.
11, my favorite speech from 11 is actually from the episode of Town Called Mercy, where he says, "The reason I stop is because I have to." And I'm just like, oh my god.
Plot Point Media, I know we settled, but one more. Humpty Dumpties. Oh god, Mega Bob 452. We are the Mighty Dorks.
Nice. And
Dorks rock!
Asif Abdali. Which
Dorks
costume do you
rock.
think is better? The new 52 Batgirl or Spider Gwen?
Both both are good in their own different ways. As terms of like iconic costumes, though, Spider-Gwen has done pretty well for itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like
Noel suggested hog lovers.
Hog lovers.
That implies things I'd rather not.
Yeah, that implies you're fans of the Washington football team, okay?
Dorks rock.
Dorks rock.
Sorry, my son is an asshole.
But yeah,
we're
I've been
clear,
playing
we're
a bully.
Go ahead.
I've been playing a bully a lot lately because I've been meaning to get into more Rockstar games. I played LA Noire, loved it, and I wanted to see what bully was all about since it's on the PS2 service on PS4. And I think the game is very, very clever. I think the title was actually really aptly named to make people like go against it because it's all about the game is about perceptions. So I think that's like it's very clever in that regard.
Absolutely. LA Noire, I have a very mixed sense about it because of both the production team behind it and also because there's a lot about the game that I felt was confused in its execution, in part because I felt that the dev team couldn't figure out how to make the game they wanted. You know? Like, because you look at like how the driving and the shooting and the investigating, and it felt like 3 separate games slapped together into one as opposed to a truly cohesive experience, at least from my take. Also, the fact that they changed the way that the interrogation system worked on the re-releases is because the way that Doubt worked, it made me so angry.
I liked the original game. I've only played the original game. I do agree that the story felt disjointed and it should not have been one long story. Like, I just wanted to do the cases, but like the fact that everything had to be connected was a little bit. It felt out of place.
It's a good representation of the genre, but the one thing I'll point out is that one of the changes they made was that they modified trust and doubt to good cop, bad cop instead in the re-releases, because the problem with doubt was that you'd hit doubt, and if you, let's say you wanted to accuse somebody of lying, you accuse somebody of lying, and you could basically gauge whether you want to commit to it by having to choose a piece of evidence before you're committed to it. But if you hit doubt and it's the wrong choice, nope, you're just locked into it, and it feels kind of weird. Also, sometimes if you say doubt, you know, I forget, what's the main character's name in LA Noire? Cole, right?
Cole.
I think
Cole
so,
Bell.
yeah.
Cole would just like go off the handle, like it's that weird Commander Shepard problem where like he just goes really off the rail, and that's why I think they modified to good cop, bad cop to make the match better.
7 Servant 7, stupid work making me miss stream to earn money to donate to stream. I miss anything beyond it looking like a Linkara evolution and making the goal. Yep, we've beaten Silphco, and we caught a bunch of Pokemon off camera, and we just named those, and we will be trying to power through as much of the game as we can during this time.
Hoping to get to the Elite Four.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately not doing anything exciting in terms of gaming other than playing Star Trek Bridge Crew with Leon of Renegade Cut and a few other friends.
Nice.
So, but yeah, it's I love Star Trek Bridge Crew just because of how like amazing it is. And it's I really kind of want to get a VR headset just to do Bridge Crew because of how fun it looks.
Oh, it is. I mean, I've only ever played through the demo and like the Kobayashi Maru mission, but it is glorious.
It is amazing, and I also have the next gen DLC, which is phenomenally awesome. And my favorite thing about Bridge Crew is not even related to Bridge Crew. It's the fact that Leon keeps referring to all the buttons as doodads, and it's great.
So we got 2
Why
super
is
chats.
everything we don't understand called a thing?
SKHS video production worse, acting Grand Negus Brunt or Alamarine?
Star Trek Deep Space Nine reference. Alamarine is worse.
Alamarine, yeah. And then Shiny Gar 65. Anyone have any interesting shiny Pokemon stories? Mine is finding a shiny
Flabébé.
Flabébé day 1. I played X. XY players, you understand the significance.
Mostly just it's weird whenever I manage to wonder trade or surprise trade and get a shiny. I mean, most of the time it's clearly been hacked, but like one time I did encounter one that was just named its IV stats, basically indicating, oh, you were breeding them, but you didn't want it because it's not the right IVs.
Yeah, like my favorite burn story, my favorite shiny story ever, is somebody hacked a whale lord, named it Your Mom, and gave it a burn heal, and then sent it through Wonder Trade as a level 100.
Nice.
I don't have any shiny stories at all.
I have only caught the
really
red
funny.
Gyarados. That's my only shiny. So I don't,
I'm very ill-equipped to talk about anything Pokemon.
We're
Captain
actually,
Avenger
shiny
1993, how do you encounter a shiny Pokemon? Normally in a game, it is a 1 in 8,000 chance
Yeah.
to encounter a shiny Pokemon. There are things you can do. Breeding Pokemon from 2 different regions, as in like one that was from Japan and one from English, cuts the chances in half. To a 1 in 4,000 chance. Having a shiny charm, which you can only get by having a complete Pokedex, cuts the chance in half. There's shiny chaining, which some people do. There are other
You can
techniques
also
that
do
come
it
to
through,
mind. I
like,
can't
Wonder-
recall them though.
Some of them you can get through Wonder Trade, and they're like not hacked. But like
Mutamps.com.
yeah, Machamps.com is a hack. It's funny.
Yep, I got a lot of those.
Question from
Plot
Point Media.
worst Doctor Who episode.
Love and Monsters.
Thank you.
Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters. Yeah, I'd say Love and Monsters is probably the worst one.
We got one from J Manor Productions. I'm waiting for the one from MRDZ as well. So, J Manor, do you think DC would ever adapt the Imagine Stan Lee created DCU comics as films? I always wonder if DC or Marvel would do it.
I imagine DC. Well, DC owns the rights to them, so yeah, they could probably do it.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
I mean, bear in mind, it's not like Marvel owns the copyright to Stan Lee.
Yeah, exactly.
Brown, congrats on hitting the goal, Linkara. Have some extra money.
Thank you, much
$5.
appreciated.
And Captain Avenger 93, have you seen this movie called Samurai Cop? $2.
I have. I have. It's
of
interesting.
course.
I prefer Wolf Cop though.
Well, Cop is
X-Cop.
way campier, yeah.
Oh, I think Samurai Cop is plenty campy.
I'm saying Wolf Cop is campier. I'm not saying that it's Samurai Cop isn't campy. Don't get me wrong.
But yeah, Wolf Cop is extremely campy, and I love it, and
All
I'm
right.
gonna actually be doing it.
Okay, here's MRDZ Entertainment's super chat. My sad shiny story. I once did 2 shiny Ralts, one living, another an egg. Evolved them up to Gardevoir and
Corellia.
Corellia. I haven't seen that save state in ages.
It's always sad when you lose a Pokemon save file, like physical copy on the cartridge. It sucks.
Ted
Vega
Newweb
has
says-
just come in to tell you that you're a nerd, Linkara.
I mean, that's fair.
And
Ted New
Newweb
has.
said, if you get
Inkay.
Inkay, how will you get it to evolve?
Like with Lucario, that evolves via friendship, so it looks like they just set it towards levels. It evolved at level 30, so I just imagine, yeah. Vega's letting me know that I'm a nerd, which is accurate.
You are a nerd.
And Graham's in the chat saying I'm a dork.
Well, it sounds like.
Nerd,
Sounds like.
dork,
Your
nerd,
whole-
dork, nerd.
Yeah, it
Revenge
sounds
of the
like you're
Nerd.
just, a nerd and a dork. That's all
I
it sounds
am.
like.
He's a Nork.
A nerd.
You sure we'll go with
There's your
that?
fan name. We're
You're
Norks.
annoyed.
He's an enthusiast.
Thank you, Greg.
A nerd.
A nerk.
It's all about that Nork, man.
And Noel, of course, is letting people know that I am a man.
Oh, got quiet.
Oh, it's because we're all concentrating on my battle with Sabrina.
Absolutely.
True.
But yeah, I could talk about games for hours. I usually do on my show.
Let's keep this up.
Edward Scales,
I
are we
love-
getting any Stan Lee next Secret Origin month?
Ooh, we might lose Morgana here. Let's just see.
Uh,
Okay, good. I can't recall. We might actually. I think we might have one or two. I cannot recall. I know. I only remember one thing that we're doing next this Secret Origins month, but I'm not going to say what it is, of course. Ivysaur. Let's bring out Tridra. Still have not encountered any wild Bulbasaurs, Ivysaurs, or Venusaurs. Maybe that's at the Seafoam Islands. I didn't go there. Well, I set foot on it, but I didn't catch anything there. Also, could someone look up the levels for Blaine's Pokemon?
On it.
Thank you.
Because we're gonna have to head over there soon.
Yeah, because that's pretty much it. Because I already went through the thing. I have the thing. Oh, good. Challenge O in 5 minutes.
oh no, it's
Sorry, challenge P.
I think
Goody.
I'm
How
on
many
for
challenges
challenge
are
O.
there?
26.
Letters of the alphabet.
For
Well,
Pokemon Red, right?
Yep.
Is it-
40, 42, 42, 47.
If we have Saitama up front, we might not need to grind to take him on. I already went through all his trainers too.
And we got the
Back
Marsh
to-
Badge.
Yay! Thoughts on League of Extraordinary Gentlemen comic and film? The film is terrible if fun in a goofy sort of way, with a few ideas that were better than the comic, but not many. The comic is better overall, but the movie is technically worse, and it's what soured Alan Moore on the entire process of Hollywood adaptations of his work.
The film had so much, like, it had a lot of good ideas, and I liked the premise, but it just didn't stick the landing.
Daniel Brandt says, does anyone know why Sabrina's art has a whip in this game?
Not a clue. I think it might have been just they originally had a different conception for her as a trainer and a character.
Mm-hmm.
I hear Sean Connery decided to be in it because he turned down an offer to play Gandalf and he later regretted it. Yeah, I think that's the movie where he decided to retire from acting.
Supposedly,
Yeah, that is the movie that he retired from acting.
Poor Sean Connery. Well, at least he still lives on.
Well, then again, he decided to keep acting after Zardoz, so...
I mean, here's the thing.
He
Here's
still
the thing
lives
about
on
Sean,
with...
The thing that I love about Sean Connery is that when Sean Connery dies, there will be a mini explosion.
That's right,
Because
we haven't
the
had...
sheer intensity of that man.
That's right, we have not done the power plant yet. We can head over there and, catch whatever has replaced Zapdos.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, we
He
can,
still lives on by
I want
making
it to be,
Trebek
you know
shuck it.
what I hope it is? I hope it's like a friggin' I don't know, like a fucking love disc. I don't know.
That would be great. I would totally use the Master Ball on that. Stephen Broca, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen infamously has a very similar structure to the first Avengers.
Yeah,
Kind
but the
of.
thing is that the Avengers actually works, whereas League of Extraordinary Gentlemen doesn't work as well as the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the whatever it's called, the helicarrier, is much
Yes.
better than the submarine.
And the Nautilus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach Fat92, at least the actors in the film were good. That is true.
That's
like I said,
true.
they had some good ideas. I think that having Mina be a vampire was a better idea. Doing the Dorian Gray as a villain stuff was a good. Breaking
that
Tab,
was
anything of
great.
Star Trek the Animated Series, I am not fond of it. I think it is bad and goofy as all hell, but it's still enjoyable in a so bad it's good kind of way. And if you weren't here yesterday, we had a live PO unboxing where someone sent us the complete guide to the animated series, so that's really cool. I gotta check that out
I
later.
didn't even know. I didn't
Oh,
even know
that's
they
cool.
I'm
made
going to have to borrow that when I eventually do my review of the animated series.
Haha.
7 from 7. Is the game over after Elite Four or catch in Mewtwo?
After Elite Four, if we have time, we'll do Mewtwo, but chances are, it's not gonna be anything that interesting.
It'll be a Magikarp.
Yep. Level 70 Magikarp, wouldn't that be great? And it self-destructs.
yeah, and it
Yeah.
self-destructs.
Alright, did we catch something in the water over here? I think we didn't, because we tried to and it was just Hydreigons.
Not sure. I wasn't here for most of this.
You've already proved that Saitama is superior to Mewtwo. You're not wrong.
I mean, one punch.
It's true, though.
Are you a Pokemaniac?
One punch!
Anyway, I'm gonna get going because I gotta record some voiceovers tomorrow. But it was cool seeing y'all stream and guests and stuff. And congrats on making all your money. And if you want to check me out, I'm Superhero Rundown. I am Superhero Rundown pretty much everywhere, or Crimson, whichever. It don't matter. Check me out. I'm actually doing a episode on Thanos and women in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame because I'm finally going to rant about Infinity War and Endgame and why I hate them so. But yeah, so if you want to check that shit out, you can. It's going to drop this month, actually, because it's August now, I guess. So anyway...
All right, thank you, Crimson.
Thanks
Hey,
for
have a
doing
good
it.
rest of the night while we try to catch this Pocket Mans. Ooh, a Primplop.
Yeah, have
Later,
fun.
Crimson.
Have fun catching all them Pocket Mans.
ZachFet92, would you ever review any League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
Certainly. Being about to be patroned.
Let's see here. Breaking 10. Does anyone listen to 30 Seconds to Mars?
I do not, except for one song which was on a Power Rangers AMV that someone made, and I came across one time.
I used to listen to 30 Seconds to Mars, but that was a long time ago. And I would like to review League of Extraordinary Gentlemen simply because I want to see the comic. I haven't read the comic, and I'm intrigued to see what it was adapted from. So that would be like a licensed media limbo episode.
Jim Radloff, This Is War. Yep, that's the one.
From Captain Avenger special request to Sketch, can you say in your god voice, this comic sucks?
I suppose. Give me a moment here. It's gonna take a whole lot for me to do it here.
This comic sucks!
Beautiful. All right, Lemieux, Club Penguin, Cobblepot. All right, Cartoon Kelly, we'll name this one Film Brain.
Okay.
I don't know why you want the Primplop to be Film Brain.
Kowalski.
Film Brain lives.
And boom.
Meanwhile, people still wonder if Film Brain has gone into the ether because he has changed his show around. It's weird sometimes how people think that you leave for some reason.
Indeed. All right, Carbos.
It's time.
Oh, it's time for the thing.
Your challenge. Challenge P.
It's challenge.
For the next 10 minutes, you can only speak Poke-ish.
Pikachu.
What?
Yes.
Pikachu? Pikachu. Pikachu. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
You could also say other things. Bulbasaur, Charmander, Char,
Bubba. Get in the ball.
Chikorita.
Ditto. Breaking 10. What
Breaking
logo do we see?
God.
I'm a Ditto right now.
No, you can't ditto humans.
Sure I can.
Talk in
Breaking
Pokemon.
10. What logos were you ever scared of?
Talk in Pokemon.
Target, and let's see, PBS.
KFC.
PBS in particular. I used to think I could see the PBS logo in the turned-off TV screen.
How are you doing today?
Pikachu.
That's good.
Pikachu.
Would you like a cupcake?
Yup. What
Eh.
Pokemon is that?
What Pokemon goes
Reuniclus?
meh?
Pikachu.
Would you like me to dump water on you?
Linkara.
No.
That's not how
SK.
Pokemon does it. Say it like a Pokemon.
SKH Video Productions. Get in the ball, Linkara! Get in the ball!
But we're all out of balls.
Hey, it's Jesus again. Just get in the ball. I mean, listen. My dad won't even give me the good stuff, so I have to sit over here and wait until he goes to take a nap tomorrow, and then I can go sneak in and get it. But, just get in the ball.
Get the ball.
It's
B.
Bridget Lee, there's this odd thing where a lot of us as kids are terrified of those logos at the end of shows.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that whole thing's about. There's an Oddity Archive episode called Scary Logos, so I recommend checking that one out.
Gracie Films always scared me because who hushes like that in a movie theater? I mean, just terrible. Terrible
The
people.
Gerber baby commercial, that logo always was what?
The only time that the Gracie Films logo terrified me was during the Who Shot Mr. Burns Part 1.
Zach Fett 92. Do you guys miss classic cable channels like WB or UPN?
I do miss WB. I never watched UPN, but WB was my time. The thing is, though, I don't watch TV anymore because I have a YouTube. And when I'm not doing stuff for my show, I'm watching Linkara.
I'm a ditto again.
Shane.
Olaf, One Face, Minnesota. We can finally, let's, in honor of our fallen Minnesota.
There you go.
Minnesota.
Shane,
Snowda.
the Raven Witch, the S from Hell mockumentary is freaking hilarious.
I also never really liked the logo for the sunblock. Forget the name of the. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't,
Mike,
but yeah, I
go
know.
right ahead.
I just didn't like it.
I'm not trying to catch stuff right now. I'm just trying to. Oh, I think. Did we already catch a Flaffy? No, we already have. We have an Ampharos. But you know what? I'm not going to count this because we've already caught one of these ones in here. We already caught one of the electrodes or whatnot. Not that matters much anyway, so it just got blown away. Anyway, Pikachu. Cornet Chris, when's the next PO unboxing? We did one last night on the Day 3 stream.
Also, you're Detective Pikachu now, and Detective Pikachu can talk.
That's right, I'm Detective Pikachu. There we go. There, that's how I get out of this.
But now you have to talk like Danny DeVito.
Now you have to talk like Ryan Reynolds, don't I?
Yeah, right. It depends on which Pikachu you want to embody.
Yeah, there you go.
Want to emulate, yeah.
Don't worry, Cornet Chris. I released the video earlier today, so you can just look for it again.
That reminds me, I was on a video with, I was on a stream with Matt and Allison because I watched Artemis Fowl with them, and one of the comments
why would you do that to yourself?
It was very entertaining. It was really bad, but the important thing was one of the points that was brought up was just how problematic the world building was in Artemis Fowl, and I brought up how Detective Pikachu, I think, did a really good job with this world building that made it accessible for someone who didn't follow Pokemon very heavily to kind of get into it. Speaking about Detective Pikachu, question for Emma. Detective Pikachu or Sonic?
Well, since I never watched the Sonic movie, I'm just going to say Detective Pikachu by default.
I actually like them both. I prefer Detective Pikachu, but I think Sonic was a fantastic film. Especially Jim Carrey as Robotnik. I think they did a great job of capturing the energy of Dr. Eggman. They had a lot of in-jokes, and a lot of people complain that's a fish out of water movie, but it does it in a way that if you're not part of the Sonic fandom, you can understand it.
I still need to see the Sonic movie, but I have seen Detective Pikachu, so yeah, but also me by default, Detective Pikachu.
And the sequel is probably going to be a lot more Sonic, because they bring... actually, I don't want to spoil it. So, I've been accosted earlier of spoilers, so I don't want to spoil things. Spoilers, we're playing Pokemon.
Timatappy94, rounding out the current fun total for you. Hope the week-long Pokemon stream has been going well, gang. Thank you.
Yep.
7-0?
I should just ignore the balls and keep going towards Zapdos.
Ignore the balls. That's what I do all the time.
What are Giovanni's levels?
Two good questions here. Will there be another stream tomorrow? When is the
not
daily stuff ending?
Not tomorrow, but sometime this week, which I will announce. I haven't decided when yet, because we got to do house stuff this week.
And then how long are we streaming tonight?
Depends on you guys. The current plan is only till 10 o'clock, but I could probably go longer if we want. If we're like at a good point to go longer.
Somebody was asking, is it Robotnik or Eggman? It is Eggman. I think is like universally canon now at this point.
Eggman is the Japanese original name. Robotnik is something that we Americans came up with, and then they eventually changed it back to Eggman for all versions. So Eggman technically is canon, but also Robotnik. But also in Sonic Generations, they have both versions. The old one is called Robotnik now from the old Sega games, and the new one is called Eggman. So they explained it in lore.
Yeah, and Robotnik is removed because of, well, again, it means what, child labor in Russian, basically? Something like that?
From SK Studio Productions, when this stream hits 8888, you're gonna see some serious Pika.
Some serious Chew would have been, I think, better than that, but yes.
One thing I like that they did in the Sonic movie is that the nickname that Sonic has for Eggman, for Robotnik, is Eggman. So they reference both of that. They do a lot of really good in-jokes that you may or may not be able to catch if you're a fan.
No, like, traditionally, Eggman was always his original name for the Japanese version. They, just... Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't want to I'm pretty sure when they brought things over to Sega of America, they're like, no, Eggman, no, that's stupid. Robotnik, he's evil.
Listen, okay, we don't want our kids, look at that name and be like, that's a stupid name. We got to give them a cool name. A name's so cool it hurts. And then they realize, oh wait, it means something.
All right, let's see what Zapdos has become. Actually, I'm gonna switch over to Saitama because this thing's gonna be level 50.
Let's call him Edgy the Hedgy. That's my nickname for Shadow.
It's a Blissey!
The important thing to remember is that canon as a concept is just a construct, this.
When it comes to Sonic games, canon is very hard because they try to retcon after every single bad game, and there's been a lot of hit or miss with Sonic. I speaking as someone who's a casual fan, who's I played some of the old school games, but not really religiously because I never owned a Sega. I started with Adventure 2 Battle, and I love it. And then I played Sonic Heroes, and I hated it. And then I played Sonic Riders, and I took that back the day I bought it, and I stopped being a fan of Sonic for a while. And then I kind of eased back in. It's very, very hard to find consistency in Sonic. And you would think I'm more of a Mario fan, but for me, it really depends, because I like a lot of Mario games, but I'm more a fan of, a fan of, Sony platformers. That's where I'm, into. Sonic Heroes
clamp it down.
is okay. Sonic Heroes is a decent game, but I hate the level design, I hate the physics, I hate the actual gameplay. And it's like they took something that worked in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and then they just butchered it. And it's like there's some decent level design, there's some decent ideas, the music is great, but I just can't get into the gameplay.
Interesting question. What does False Tears do as an attack?
It just lowers our special stat.
Interesting.
I'm gonna heal up real quick and then start chucking balls.
Yeah, for me, what's interesting is that when it comes to classic Sonic soundtracks and stuff like that, one thing I find interesting is the distinction between Sonic 3 and then Sonic and Knuckles. And I was chatting with a friend of mine, and she was of the mentality that she liked 3 the most, and then she would start pointing out songs from the game that were actually from Sonic and Knuckles, which is not the same thing, and made by different composers.
Sonic and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles and Knuckles.
Like, for me, like when it comes to the Sonic titles for the Genesis, like I think Sonic 3 is actually one of the weakest ones music-wise for me.
See, I haven't played
We will
Sonic.
keep an eye out for your super chat.
I haven't played Sonic 3
There it
yet.
is.
I played a little bit of Sonic 2.
I feel like that scene in 06 was blown in proportion. I mean, nobody complained about the prince kissing the dead Snow White. Emma, Mario will always be better than Sonic. Well, the reason we complain about the scene is because this weird hedgehog creature is kissing a regular human, and it's weird.
Yep.
It's weird
Yeah.
for Sonic, and it's weird just like for the franchise.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure that Mario is always better than Sonic, because Mario's had some hit or misses with like some of the 2D games.
Yeah.
Hawkeye Fan 91 says, "Want to have some fun and cringe? Google search your name, the Hedgehog, and brace for what horrors you may find."
That's
No,
just called a DeviantArt game, you know? That's just a DeviantArt
I
game.
don't think there's a Zenith the Hedgehog. I have a
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
never
there is.
underestimate what people
Never
will do for fan
underestimate
art.
the DeviantArt
Yeah.
game. So someone said, "Are you kidding? Carnival Zone Ice Cap Zone tracks are memorable." No, they're not. Carnival Zone is not that great. Ice Cap Zone is a rehashed track from another band.
What's wrong with oh, you mean Casino Night Zone?
No, Carnival Nights Zone
Okay.
from Carnival Zone from Sonic 3. But Ice Cap Zone is a song that was written for a band called the Jetsons that the band that was rejected at some point, and they just slammed it into Sonic 3, like haphazardly. So it's like it's not even a song written
Oh
for
no,
the
they
game.
found a Zenith the Hedgehog. They found it. God damn it.
And then I'll also add something else as a note here. We got Drakenmensch Silver Flare. Sonic is the perfect mascot for Sega hardware. Always try to be the first out of the gate, runs as fast as possible, but can't see where it's going, so it just ends up slamming into a wall of spikes.
Also, Mr. DZ, I'm pretty sure that like Sonic is good, and saying that everything is better than Sonic is a little bit alarmist. I like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a very childish game, but it's fun.
I'm just running through all the balls we have now. I mean, I don't care that much about you know what? Screw it. I'm not wasting my time anymore. We have stuff to do, and we don't need a Blissey.
So Sir Straw Hat noted it wasn't the music for Sonic 3 written by Michael Jackson. Yes and no. It was written by a lot of songwriters associated with Michael Jackson in part, and because of licensing issues due to the songs not being owned by Sega but being licensed from those songwriters. That's why Sonic 3 is not part of a lot of Genesis collections now, because Sega does not have the rights to re-release the game anymore because of the music there.
Why don't you just change the music then?
What?
Why don't you just change the music then?
They could, but that takes a bit of work to do, especially if they don't have access to the source code or otherwise. So that would be the best solution, would be to change the music out. Like what Nintendo had to do, Nintendo had to deal with that stuff with Earthbound, because Earthbound features a whole bunch of samples from like the Beatles, Beach Boys, and stuff like that. And so they had to basically, I think, settle that all legally before they could re-release Earthbound. Because of that.
Breaking 10, what do you think of Epic Mealtime?
Never watched it.
No. Bubsy is not better than Sonic.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's yeah, they did change the music for the PC release for Sonic 3 apparently, but that's the PC release, which I believe is a different version of the code and not just like the original ROM being repackaged. So like it's interesting because, and that's one of the other things I think is kind of like an issue when it comes to with the Sonic franchise, with the Sonic 3 soundtrack for me. So
there we have Saitama up front. We're gonna try to take on Blaine.
Yeah, Innuendo Studios does. It's not easy being blue about Sonic.
Sonic Riders is bad. I can't defend Sonic Riders whatsoever. I will defend the adventure games. I will defend the original Sega games. I will even defend like Sonic Generations and Sonic Colors.
Marina Marias, you can revive a fossil at Cinnabar. No, yep, I did that already. Crap, did I not name those? Crap, I don't think I named those. Okay, we'll take care of that after Blaine.
I think
To say it's better than Bubsy, which has never had a good game, is saying a lot.
Well, Bubsy, I can even point out that there's actually there's some objective things you can point to that make Bubsy a worse game than Sonic. Before that, Breaking 10, ever heard of Mr. Enter?
I've heard of them. I know nothing about them.
Yeah.
I've heard of them. I don't watch them.
So, like, one very simple thing to point out design-wise that makes Bubsy worse than Sonic is the yarn balls in Bubsy. They're objectively badly designed in the context of that game. Why? Because they do nothing unless you get 100 of them and get a 1-up. But in Sonic, rings are very important because they offer a health buffer. So that is something that is very important design-wise, especially because in Bubsy, one hit anything kills you, and if you land from too far of a height, you die automatically as well. So the game has no incentive for you to do exploration in that game. That's just
not
one
only
example.
that, but like the fact that you can't see where you're going half the time, and you move so fast.
Yep.
Like I've seen it the game in action. None of them, especially Bubsy 3D, none of them are good.
Yeah.
Maybe the new one, but I hear that's just okay.
We got a question
gonna
from...
take on Missing Number? You know, we could try, but I don't think it's gonna result in anything.
I dare you to go after Missing No.
I'm telling you guys, it's not gonna result in anything. You know why? Because all the slots are filled up. There is no missing data. When I set up the randomizer, I said to use all 251 slots for Pokemon, so we would have the most diverse amount of Pokemon to encounter in the game.
Yep.
How is Sonic a bad concept? I don't.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, like I don't get like how you can say that the concept is bad. The only time you can have a bad concept, honestly, when it comes to games, are bad faith concepts. Like, again, just do an Undertaker pressure. No, I don't know what the Undertaker sounds like, so I can't really do a good impression of him. But like, yeah, but like, you know, there's just lots of things about how old Sonic games operate and how they relate to other titles, and yeah, there's definitely a lot of good in the old Sonic games in different capacities.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Sonic, casual fan, but like what I played, I love. Breaking 10, what do you think of the Goosebumps series? Ever thought of reviewing comics of that book franchise?
I've done one or two via the long box, but I like Goosebumps overall, especially as, you know, it's always good for kids to have, you know, something like that, you know, kids horror stuff.
You know, it's weird. Yeah, it's like, I think like, you know, that one Goosebumps movie that starred Adam Sandler. Oh wait, no, it wasn't a Goosebumps movie. It just sort of was based on a Goosebumps story that was really, really close, and they settled that dispute out of court.
I don't know which one you're talking about. There was a Goosebumps movie that had Jack Black.
Really?
Blaine has like 3 super potions.
Because there is a story from Goosebumps called Click about a kid with a universal remote that controls everything.
Oh, that, yeah.
All right.
And that happened well before the Adam Sandler movie, and it's named the same thing.
The thing I really loved about Goosebumps, because I read it as a kid, they were very easy to digest, and as a kid who loved to read, like I had a bunch of them, but they were just horror filled enough. They weren't too terrifying, but they kept you on the edge of your seat, and they did a good job of have you ever read the like choose your own adventure books?
Sure.
I got a lot of the Goosebumps choose your own adventure, and the fact that they kept doing stuff like that, which allowed you to keep rereading these books and getting new adventures out of them, and just the writing style was just great for child Zen. And I watched the show, huge fan, never saw the movie.
I never saw the movie, but I did watch the TV show back in the day.
I'll point out that Click, the Adam Sandler movie, is not officially based on the Goosebumps thing. It's just surprisingly close to it. And you know, they'll never admit it was based on it, but it's strikingly close. That being said,
if they admit that it was actually based on it, then you really think that? I mean, basically, it's like, all right, well then you broke copyright, huh?
Well, yeah, it's more like, hey, you owe us royalties for that, yo. Now, so here's the
Yeah.
thing. So here's 3 franchises I remember from like horror-related stuff growing up as a kid: Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and Erie, Indiana. Now, I've never really indulged in Goosebumps myself, or I don't remember any of it. It might be repressed. So the question is, like, how do they compare? If anyone knows.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? The scariest part of most episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark is the intro sequence. The actual episodes themselves are
Pretty campy. Yeah.
It's ups and downs. Goosebumps tended to have darker endings than Are You Afraid of the Dark, I think.
I think
let's see
the
here.
Are You Afraid of the Dark movie was the scariest part of the show. Because the movie actually was pretty terrifying.
Yeah, that was the
from
one
what I remember.
where it wasn't actually telling a story, it was them actually, the Midnight Society actually doing stuff.
We got
Yeah,
Slappy
which
scared me
I
as,
like.
Dunheil said, Slappy scared me as a child because of the feeling of helplessness he created by threatening the safety of the children's parents.
Links Ocarina won. Speaking of Goosebumps, I'm collecting the original series, and what is your favorite book? I'm partial to either One Day at Horrorland or The Haunted Mask. Speaking of which, I do want to plug Pushing Up Roses has done a bunch of Goosebumps stuff, and she just did one on The Haunted Mask. Go watch it. Roses does amazing work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Haunted Mask especially is definitely one of the best ones, which is why it was adapted so well. I'm trying to think of like any other ones that stood out to me as a kid. I mean, the one with the hamster that grows, it's Monster Blood like 2 or 3, where the giant hamster comes to mind. Monster Blood itself was actually kind of interesting.
Noel Fingal has a fun comparison here.
Anyway, we're in Giovanni's joke. Phil and Miller, kids, not horror, but it's totally horror for kids was Animorphs, because those books got unsettling, if not outright scary. Yeah, they did not screw around with Animorphs. They knew that it might have been for kids, but they recognized, hey, war is hell.
I was gonna say, Noel Thingsball has a fun little thing. Goosebumps is Twilight Zone. Are You Afraid of the Dark is Outer Limits. Erie, Indiana is Kolchak. Like,
I wouldn't even call Erie, Indiana horror.
Well, it was
It's more
classified
fantasy.
as that. Right.
Yes, speaking of Body Spray Man, I liked Camp Nightmare, but also Camp Jelly Jam. The art for Camp Jelly Jam for the cover was creepy as all hell, and I picked it
that
up
creepy
immediately.
counselor for Count Jelly Jam.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never got into Animorphs, Goosebumps, or really a lot of that sort of stuff when I was a kid.
That was all my childhood, and a lot of it was just not having anything to do. I couldn't play video games because my parents thought it would rot my brain. Here I am.
Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get that straight. So you're not allowed to play video games because it'll rot your brain, but here, go watch some horror stuff.
I was allowed to read Goosebumps. They wanted me to read.
Because they encourage reading. My parents had a very similar strategy. We were not allowed to own a copy of Mortal Kombat, but I could watch horror TV or read horror books. They wanted to encourage reading.
Mm-hmm.
There's a famous Calvin and Hobbes comic where Calvin's reading a comic book.
Like a really violent comic book, yeah.
Yeah, it's an unbelievably violent one, where they describe every last thing in graphic detail. You see Calvin just totally shell-shocked. He wanders away from it, goes to the TV and turns it on, and his mom comes in and says, "No, there's too much violence on TV. Why don't you go read a book?"
Why don't you go read something?
Why don't you go read something, yes.
And that's the thing, it's weird, but I mean, the irony is I review video games now. It's part of my living, so you see how well that worked out.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Broca, the My Elementary School Library had the Star Wars and Animorphs Choose Your Own Adventure. Some of the Animorphs deaths are gruesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I mean, one of the most terrifying things that ever happened to them was when they became an ant. Just the weird, just like the mind control on them and how terrifying it was once they panicked and realized what was happening and had to quickly try to revert back to human shape while stuck in an ant hole.
Saying, just got back from work, only saw the first stream. I only recognized one Mon. Yeah, stuff happened.
Yeah, a lot of stuff happened in between in streams
Jacob
2 and 3.
Lerma.
Jacob Lerma.
We're waiting on Jacob's. I was gonna say, also for me, like with Animorphs, there's also the whole like anti-war message it had going on in there too.
Oh yeah, especially its very end, because it ended on a cliffhanger, and especially like one of them was dead, and like not everyone had a happy ending, and so it was just Kay Applegate like went like people asked her about it, and it was like, yeah, war sucks. You want to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen, and in the future, don't support warmongering.
Yep.
The author is very, very good, very trans friendly, very friendly to LGBT, and I very much like the author for Animorphs.
So let's see.
Applegate's great.
Okay, we got one from Foxboard War Week for Jacob. I used to own and listen to Goosebumps audio tapes and A Night in Terror Town and Haunted Mask 2.
Terror Town was good. Jacob Lerma, do not know to use Zen, but Sonic Riders and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity have a huge following.
Weird.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, because Sonic Riders was terrible.
Well, you got to keep in mind.
Sonic Riders made me lose faith in the franchise. I couldn't stand more than 5 minutes, and Free Riders.
Well, that Rider Z is not Free Riders from my
Speaking
understanding.
of terrifying, here's that Gliscor sprite again.
Oh, geez, let's take a look at it. Oh, there's the boy. There he is.
Would you like to play a game? Oh god, I'm dead.
My existence was a mistake.
I hear things that Zero Gravity improved it, but still not. No. 7 Seraphim 7, no love for the Fear Street books. I read some of the Fear Street books. I liked them a lot. I just wasn't allowed to really get into stuff like that until a certain amount of time, and then I forgot about them. But I think
never read the Fear
is
Street books.
just as good. Bit of lore for myself. I was back when I was a kid. I started writing my own book, and I semi-finished in college. But my senior project for high school was writing a book, and I had to go to an author. Now, this author was actually friends with R.L. Stine, and he looked over my writing, and he's just like, "This is very, very good. Keep at it." And the only reason I haven't published is because the publisher that was going to publish my book was a scam. But
Yep.
I
Smiley
definitely
Reacts, I'm
want
not
to
going to
get
read off
into
that super chat because it is a spoiler.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
a 15-year-old book series, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I eventually do want to release my book, and I eventually want to get back into it. Some of the ideas I actually took and put into my own storyline, but I eventually want to get back to it when I have free time. The only reason I didn't get into it is publishing is hard, and I didn't want to self-publish because at the time I didn't know how, and the publisher, I looked them up, they had horrible reviews. The contract seemed legit, but
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yep. Predatorial contracts. I mean, whenever it comes to contracts, here's free advice for everyone. If you get a contract, get an appropriate contract lawyer for the line of work you're dealing with. So if you're dealing with music, get a music contract lawyer. If you're dealing with literature, you get a literature contract lawyer.
I actually had my friend who was a law student look over the entire contract. It was legit. But
I mean, I guess my only solace there is even then, it's like that actually is legally problematic to do unless they are actually like accredited for the line of work.
Hawkeye Fan 91, self-published.
Yeah.
Actually, why are you asking me? that question was added to me, so I'm like, I don't know.
Fox Warrior 88, I actually remember the Erie, Indiana TV series. Pretty good from what I remember, and even owned one of the books for it where they got trapped in a snow globe.
See, the thing with self-publishing is you don't get a lot of you have to do all the promoting yourself.
Yeah.
Yep, and bookstores have to order it themselves. At least with the traditional publisher, you get more promotion. Not a huge amount better because you still have to do a lot of stuff on yourself. But at the same time, you have to they'll at least send books to bookstores where people can see them and buy them. Antonio Martinez, I used to rent the Animorphs game. I would actually try not to get game over because seeing the alien mentor melt was the most disturbing thing to me. I still have nightmares. Jeez.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here.
And Sir Straw Hat, I actually did meet with an actual lawyer to help deal with Toei's bullcrap. The problem is, I couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
Affording a lawyer is hard. It would be $500 a day, $500 an hour while they worked on it, and I didn't know how long the case would be. So I decided, let's use pictures instead.
Yeah, scariest comic or game. I mean, I can give you one of the scariest games for me was the first Siren title was really good at being scary from my standpoint.
Body Spray Man.
The recent Five Nights. I think that's Five Nights at Freddy's books.
Yes.
Fezbear Fights reminds me of Goosebumps, but with even darker endings like dismemberment and kids being turned to scrap metal.
I heard the only really good thing about Five Nights at Freddy's is the lore. So I would actually read the books. I don't know. I've never played the games because I think jump scares are lazy.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I concur.
like what makes Siren scary is not the jump scares. It's the fact that for a lot of the characters, you can't actually fight the enemies efficiently, so you have to be very cautious and stealthy, and it makes things exceedingly tense. So, there's different games in the quote-unquote survival horror and horror genres that I enjoy. One game I really enjoyed that I know was a bit divisive was Silent Hill Shattered Memories, and I only really like it because of how the ending plays out. It's so good, and I will not spoil what the ending is to Shattered Memories because it's worth sort of experiencing it in real time.
My big thing is my favorite survival horror is Resident Evil 4. It's tense and it doesn't rely on jump scares. It's creepy atmosphere. It does a lot of good things with the surroundings. I need to play more Silent Hill. I actually haven't gotten into it yet, but it's on my to-do list.
Yeah. Well, again, you mentioned Resident Evil 4. The thing that's interesting about Resident Evil 4
Jacob Lerma, has anyone played the Sonic 06 fan PC remake? It's fun.
I've heard good things about it. My editor actually did a live stream last night on it. They're getting better. It's getting better. It's some things are wonky. But continue, Sketch.
So what's interesting about Resident Evil 4 was the fact that it had an adaptive difficulty system that most people weren't aware of for a while when the game came out.
Yeah.
So unless you played it on professional, the game had an adaptive difficulty going on there.
Which is really cool. Like the if you do bad, the enemies ease up, but if you do good, the enemies get harder. I think that's really accessible, and I like that. And it actually it makes it unpredictable.
Yeah. For Silent Hill 2 is really good. I actually like The Room quite a bit, and Silent Hill 3 for that matter. But Silent Hill 2 is just great just because of, that's one where the twist really kind of makes it for me, and I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, even despite its age. We got one from Patrick here.
Caulfield. Lewis, have you ever considered just doing Q&A streams? Not a full 2 hours, but like a 30 to 40 minute stream just talking to fans. Honestly, it's fun getting your opinions on things, especially lore.
Yeah, though admittedly, when you half the time asking my opinions on things is going to be like, I've never read it, I've never seen it kind of thing. That's why it's kind of disappointing to do this. I wouldn't mind doing more of those, but I prefer, doing, having stuff to do while we do this.
Yeah. I mean, it's fair enough, but there could be a way to structure it where there's, maybe even almost kind of akin to this, but on a smaller scale overall, like having.
Yeah, the thing is too, though, the amount of questions that we get in a 2-hour stream, I don't think we'd be able to just cut it off at half an hour because people would still ask questions.
Yeah.
I'm remembering the last big stream. I think it was the 600th live stream celebration. I mean, we kept going with Q&A for an hour, I think.
Yeah.
Before the first break.
All right, so Giovanni here is supposed to have Pokemon up to what level? 50? 44 to 50, I think is what people said.
Daniel Brandt, speaking of Animorphs, did anyone collect the Transformers toys of the characters that Hasbro made in 2000? Personally, I've never been a big fan of toy collection outside of Lego, but I mean, I'm not averse to having it. It takes up space, and I don't have money for it. A lot of my money is spent on other things.
I had one. I had the Scorpion that transformed into an Andalite. All right, I think we can take him, but I got Saitama up front just to just to do what we can against him, and hopefully we will defeat him and hopefully suffer no casualties.
So.
Wow, this is my hideout. I plan to resurrect Team Rocket here. But you have caught me again! Well, why did you reopen the gym entirely and not just hide out here?
It's funny how quickly the game goes. Like, we went through the first 4, like, gyms pretty slowly, and then, like, the last 4 are just, like, all at once.
Well, it helps that I did all the stuff in between to try to save time.
Yeah.
Hawkeye Fan 91, which hurts worse, giving birth or stepping on a Lego brick barefooted? Giving
Well,
birth.
Yeah, I mean...
For one thing, it lasts longer.
Yeah, for one thing, it lasts way longer. You know, okay, with rare exceptions, I don't think you go to the hospital for stepping on a Lego and have to deal with extensive support.
Well, stepping on a Lego, I mean, Lego themselves have actually come up with a solution for that. They're called Lego slippers. I am not kidding. Look it up.
I know.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
All right, I'll open a gym. That trainer will never find me here. 44 to 50.
Giovanni's just not the... Giovanni's not the best Mafia boss, but I actually do understand the reasoning here, because a lot of Mafia operate in plain sight.
Yep.
So, I mean, it makes sense, but also, having been defeated multiple times, he's bad at his job.
Yes, he sure is. I mean, be honest.
How about giving birth to Legos?
Ow.
Wait. First and foremost, what? I'm trying to think what director we would want to
Mr. DZ, easy on the all caps, please.
Yeah. I think that was an accidental.
I think that was an accidental one,
like
given the undercased eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Saitama.
Shadowlance will watch for your super chat.
And Drunk Frostlass.
There it is. Linkara, what's your opinion on
Shadowlands.
Ranger Slayer as a character / concept, and how would rank Bioshock on the survival horror scale?
I've never played Bioshock, so I would not know on that account. As for Ranger Slayer, I've barely read anything with her in it. I was only reading the only thing I really read with her in it was Shattered Grid.
Yeah,
You
I would
just
say
one punch the final boss.
Oh, he's on the final boss. Fox488,
Fox488.
thoughts on Frank Frazetta's artwork. Fun fact, my father was actually an understudy of Frazetta. Nice. Frazetta's artwork is great.
Yeah, as for Bioshock, like, it's moderate on the survival horror standpoint. Like, there's some horror elements, there's a little bit on there, but honestly, that's not the main thrust of the game's, the main horror aspect of the game comes to more existential related matters than survival and other matters, so it's on there, but it's not quite the same as a lot of other franchises. I wouldn't classify it in there. Like, a little bit in there, but once we get to Bioshock Infinite, then it's really not like horror presenting in its
I've only played a few hours of Bioshock, and I loved it. And its atmosphere, I wouldn't call it survival horror. I would call it first. It's a shooter, but it has horror atmosphere. And you don't really. It's not really survival because it's not like build like a survival horror game.
Yeah. Compare it to like Dead Space, for example, as a contrasting point.
Charizard Ranger, as a reminder, one of the reasons why this has taken less time is because I managed to because I did a lot of stuff off screen.
Yeah, so we'd spend less time like grinding things out.
All right, people want me to do the missing number trick, and I will try to do that. I'm telling you, it's not going to produce. It's not going to produce a missing number. If it does, I will actually be quite surprised.
And then we just have to worry about the Elite Four.
No, do we want to try to take on Taxes after this? Because I think one of his Pokemon level 53, so it'll be on match with Saitama. We have caught up. We are no longer super advanced.
I would grind before him in the Elite Four personally.
Well, we're definitely going to grind before Elite Four, but do we want to try to take on Taxes first?
I wouldn't risk it. I don't want to get rid of Saitama.
I agree. I think some grinding is in order.
Emma, have you been buying any of the new comics that have been coming out during the pandemic? No, I have not, but that's because I'm super far behind on comics. I'm like 2 years behind now.
Have you done the
Nebula?
Anyway, we're going to try to see what happens when I do the missing number trick.
Okay. All right, so right, this is the farmer. Right.
Damn you, old man! Yes, Cavalier was caught. Yeah, we go to Seafoam Islands. We haven't caught anything there. We haven't tried to take on Articuno, so we can do that in the remaining time. All right, let's go fly to the edge of Cinnabar and see what happens.
Creative Chef 25, looking for super chat. Friends of Linkara, would you kindly head over to Linkara's home and take over the show? I've done it.
I can't.
I can't do
I'm
it
too
again.
Far away. I'm way too far away.
Listen, I'm an employee
what's in our
of
six-item
Linkara. If I do anything out of line, I'll be fired. Out of canon.
No, we're not.
From a cannon or in canon? Would that be in canon or out of a cannon? Yeah, I don't know. You know.
I'm not gonna do Master Ball. I'm not gonna put Master Ball in the 6th slot because while that would be to our advantage, I feel like we don't need to I feel like it denies the spirit of the Nuzlocke to do that. So I think I'm gonna put full restores right there. Because that just saves us some money. Assuming it works at all, I'm pretty sure you have to encounter a missing number for that to work.
You'll be fired out of cannon into the sun.
Or rare candy for easier leveling. We could do that. Level 15
There's
Solosis.
number.
Well, there's a bunch of Pokemon that can appear.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Shadowlands, would you consider Bioshock psychological horror then?
I've never played it, so I really have no idea.
Kind of, not really. Like,
it doesn't mess with your mind, but it does a good job with.
Oh, it does. No, it does. It does.
It's atmospheric horror.
No. By the end, it is psychological. Like, I'm not gonna spoil what happens.
I know of the twist, but I haven't played it, so I don't want to get into spoiler territory.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Jacob Lerma, did you die off the screen? No cheating now. No. I played it fair.
And Hawkeye Fan 91, when you first play a new Pokemon game, do you play it normally or do you always Nuzlocke it?
I usually play it fair. Mm-hmm. Because there's like a level 100. Yep, level 132 Lugia.
So that's missing.
Personally,
can't escape. Oh god. Okay. By the way, this doesn't count as part of the Nuzlocke. I am not counting this. This is just to demonstrate.
But yeah, personally, from what I have played of Bioshock, I consider it a atmospheric horror, even if there are psychological elements later on in the game.
I would say that, I mean, I don't consider it broadly psychological horror, but I do think it leans into it on the back end, which is where I mentioned the existential stuff coming to play. But
Silent Hill is definitely psychological.
Oh, didn't work there.
Yes, I would say that's the case for 2 and 4.
John User,
Less
do
so
the Mew
1 and 3.
John User, do the Mew glitch, please. We can't. I've already encountered all the trainers that I can do the Mew glitch for. So yeah.
We can't. If you want to see the Mew glitch, you can check out our previous stream that we did on it.
On your channel.
Yes. Over my Twitch channel. It's still saved. I'm still working on getting everything up to the new gaming channel, but it is on my Twitch channel if you want to see the Mew glitch in action and my reaction to that.
Chris, you ever had that dream where you see yourself standing in some sort of sun god robes on a pyramid with 1,000 naked women screaming and throwing little pickles at you?
No? Why am I the only one who has that dream?
It's
a real genius reference.
There is a Mew glitch. It was recently found in the.
Well, see, recently as in 2005.
But recently compared to but essentially, someone looked into it and they actually found a way that you can get Mew in the game. It's weird, and sometimes it even glitches within the glitch. It's weird, but it's fun.
You know, you're right. We can save the trouble of grinding if we just do this with the rare candies. Not that it'll work anyway, because again, I'm pretty sure you have to see missing number for it to work. Yeah, basically, yeah, we can't do the Mew glitch, unfortunately, because all the trainers that required for it, we've already gone through them. Yeah, this is a hack. Yes, Maribel Dawnspark, I know. I've been trying to tell the audience this entire time. That because it filled up the slots, we're not going to encounter missing number.
Right, because there's no invalid Pokemon value effectively.
Exactly. See, I'm running into level 100 things. It's not affecting the count of rare candy.
The reason why we can do it is because it's not going to break the game, and otherwise we wouldn't be doing it in this Nuzlocke.
Yep.
Right.
But people wanted to see the trick. Yeah, there's no garbage data to load. So let's just undo the missing number trick real quick. I think we just have to go into some grass and it'll fix it. 777, it glitches in the glitch. Gen 1 in a nutshell.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I want to explain the glitch within the glitch, because this is something that even Lewis, when I asked him after the stream, he's like, I don't know what you're talking about, Zed. So in order to do the Mew glitch, you have to go to this... You have to basically go to Nugget Bridge. You have to have that completely cleared, and you have to have an Abra in your party. You have to have a specific trainer see you, but then immediately pause the game before he gets to like battle you, and you teleport away. And then as you walk, you go to battle a specific set of trainers, and then you walk away a certain amount of steps, a box will pop up with the start menu, and then you'll immediately encounter the Mew. Now,
Zen, I need to interrupt you here. Camera type, and now it's over 9,000! There you go.
What, 9,000?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
So, this is how the glitch works, and we got a few major Pokemon from it. We got Mew, we got Gengar, we got a Scyther, we got like a bunch of really cool Pokemon at Nugget Bridge. But then later, when we were doing this on the SSN, when we were walking, all of a sudden a dialogue box would pop up, not the start menu, and it would be like random dialogue from a defeated trainer. It was weird. And then you would fight a Pokemon, but it would always be a Gyarados, a wild Gyarados. And so we got the Gyarados, and it knew like its starting moves were like Hydro Pump and like some of the powerful Gyarados moves, but I don't want to do that with some trainers again because it wasn't supposed to be a Gyarados there.
Yep.
So yeah, glitches within glitches. Glitchymon, glitchital monster.
All right, serve.
Oh gosh.
Cameron. Oh, we already got one of these.
In fact, it's right here.
Score 811. You ever heard of the buried alive thing? Yep, it's a neat little creepypasta.
If I'm not mistaken, the original Japanese for like the over 9,000 actually is over 8,000. If I'm not mistaken.
It is 8,000. They just thought 9,000 was cooler.
It's just like.
Eight is an even number, but 9,000.
That's a number you want to see.
That's a number that you can beat with a stick. What? What is that supposed to mean? You know what it means.
It's a marketable number. You can't market a number.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we're catching this Ursa ring now.
But yeah, we are gonna get back to the Glitchymon stream now that I finally have everything set up audio-wise. As I said at the beginning of this stream, setting up my new microphone has been weird.
With its huge and magnificent wings, it can keep aloft without ever having to land for rest. What a majestic bear!
Just looking at the sprite, my immediate thought is 0 to hero.
0 to hero. Dirt Bear, Bear's My God, Smokey, Walker, Walken, Wild Thing, T. Eddie, Beak Bear.
Nick Cage.
Dark Heart.
Nuzlocke interrupting Ursaring. Nick Cage. Littlefoot. Owl Bear. Burb Bear.
Gentle
Barry.
Ben.
Drop Bear.
Honeypot.
Sky Bear. Honeypot. Fozzie.
Bear.
Robo Bear.
Robo Bear.
Unbearable. Owl Bear. Boar. By the way, Greg, you can just join in the chat now at this point.
You can
For the last, like, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Bear Newhart. I like that.
Bear Newhart. Oh gosh, I get that reference.
We're old.
Time for a game of disappearing bears.
No, I'm thinking about
Bob Newhart.
Phalanx's Oh no, yeah, no, but Phelan's review of the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animated movie where Bob Newhart played a bear in it.
Oh god.
Yes. And actually, he was voiced by someone different, and then they replaced him with Bob Newhart.
Weird.
Yes. Oh, that movie was a mistake. That was what I think it was Golden Films' like first like actual cinematic release. And it was so bad. So many corners cut.
Muted Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Have you?
What if I don't want to join the Oh, god damn it.
Have you committed scum?
Wait a minute, that's not Greg, that's Sonny Jim.
What? Moto Kanoto 200. How much do you know about the story of Kingdom Hearts? More than I ever want to know.
Which is
Which is nothing.
Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise of all time.
I wish I could get into it, but I hate the first game so much. Like,
it hasn't aged well.
Oh, I hated it when it first came out because I couldn't actually get past the Alice in Wonderland stage after a whole weekend of trying because of how badly designed the stage is.
I had a guide, so I got through it pretty easily. But I actually like Alice in Wonderland because of all the hidden stuff in there. But you don't actually have to complete Alice in Wonderland to actually, do the thing.
It doesn't change what my experience was, which was like I even bought the collection and made a further attempt recently, and after failing to do a gummy ship sequence to get to the new area like 3 times in a row, I'm like, that's it, I'm done with this.
Professor Chaos 56, congratulations on reaching your goal. It's been fun. Indeed it has, and Lotus Prince just joined us in the last few minutes here.
Hey, greetings.
All right, let's see what Articuno turned into.
And now that I'm here, somebody's gonna die.
Oh no.
And it's not my fault.
Ooh!
I didn't know you were Ilnej.
This might actually be tough.
I'm just over here rendering videos that have to upload it in under an hour.
I know that feel, man. I'm just trying to catch up to where I could get new stuff in Dark Souls 3.
I've been resting because I have completed all my recordings for the week. All of the cameos and stuff that people needed to get into me, they have gotten into me, so I'm ahead of the game. I actually have 8 videos recorded and ready to be put into the editing chamber, so...
Delicious.
I'm okay with using the Master Ball on this. It's dragon flying.
I'm okay with that.
Just so we don't risk Saitama.
I love that Saitama's still here.
Bouncing between the script for the new version of the Deadly Games reviews and playing Breath of the Wild for like the 3rd time.
Yeah,
I haven't finished my
All
first
right, we used the
run of
Master
that.
Ball on Noivern.
Hey!
Smilly reacts, I finished Kingdom Hearts after 10 years and I got stuck in Kingdom Hearts 2, so I never finished it.
Dance, Water, dance.
Oh god, yeah. I never even played the game. I know all about that.
Alright, we need a name for a Noivern, Noi Batman, Soundwave. Soundwave wouldn't be bad, especially because I got this wonderful masterpiece Soundwave from a fan yesterday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Devok 96.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what I've been doing lately is
The
promoting
Godbather,
Lego
Nyhart, Boombox. Nash, Ron Swanson, Silence, The Noive. The Noive! You know what? I like The Noive.
The Noive.
The Noive.
The
Noive.
The Noive.
The Knife.
Yeah,
But
I got
yeah,
a few clips recorded, so I'll be uploading those like when it comes time to do that, I guess.
Once again, if you haven't heard it yet, but I've been promoting it a lot, just did a video on the Lego Movie with this guy called Sunny Jim. You may have heard of him.
The bird is still here.
It won't go away.
Oh, okay, it disappeared now.
Okay.
That was weird.
You disappointed me for the last time, for the first time.
Okay, good. It disappeared. I was worried for a second there, like we were gonna glitch out again.
Check it out. Isle Rangoon. They're pretty cool.
Team Sprocket is
maybe.
glitching out again.
Oh, this business is right.
Wait, that was annoyed? Alright, it has been a fun stream. We got 2 minutes to go, technically, but I'm not sure what else we could do.
Yeah, I mean, if we try to answer questions, it's gonna take us 10 minutes. We've seen it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna call it an early night by like 2 minutes. Sorry, Lotus Prince, you came on right at the end.
No, that's all good. It is what it is.
So
It's
yeah,
been a
sometime
long
later,
4
later this week, we will finish Pokemon Red. We will do a stream like on Thursday or Friday or something like that. Megabob452 turned in my spare change in the bank today. Here are my nickels and dimes. Thank you so much. We have reached the goal. You guys do not have to contribute any more if you don't want to, but then again, you didn't have to to begin with. So any amount you've given so far has been, so great. We did a stream without anybody dying. That's wonderful.
That's legendary.
Can I take a moment to do a shout out in this last minute?
Go right ahead.
Because you were talking about Sonic stuff and Zenith and anybody else. There is the Sonic the Comic the podcast by my pal Chris McFeely, covering all the UK issues of Sonic the Comic and all that weirdness and everything attached to that.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
It's
definitely.
good. So
Are
look
there
that
any
up.
new Rangoon riffs that you want to promote?
I wasn't gonna do. I just check out our channel. We put out one where a film company was getting salty about people not commissioning them properly.
All right, well, thank you so much, everybody. We'll be back later this week to defeat the Elite Four and defeat Taxes. I gotta do some off-screen grinding. I might just defeat Taxes off-screen just so we can get to Elite Four, because Elite Four might just take like an hour or two.
Yeah, they're no joke.
All right, we'll see what happens then. In the meantime, thank you all again. Thank you so much. Thank you, Game Show. Oh, Hawkeye Fan 91. Almost forgot. Today is the day the Digidestined entered the digital world 20 years ago. Good times. Go watch my Digimon review.
Go watch Digimon. I'll eventually get to it. Go.
Thank you, Game Show Reviewer. Thank you, Lotus Prince. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Skitch. Thank you, Zen. Thank you, Crimson, wherever you are. And, of course, thank you, Vega.
You're welcome from beyond the void.
Thank you, Jesus.
All
right, we'll be back either later this week or next Saturday. So next Saturday, we'll probably do Doom again.
Ooh.
Thanks for having us on. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.